Have you ever heard a story that completely changed the way you see the world? 2,000 years ago, a teacher in Judea used simple, relatable tales to share some of the most profound ideas in human history. These weren't just stories. They were parables, windows into timeless truths about life, morality, and the human spirit. Today, we are counting down the 10 most powerful parables of Jesus Christ and uncovering the life-altering meanings hidden within. Stay with us because number 1 might just change everything you thought you knew about forgiveness. The parables number 10, the wise and foolish builders. Imagine two men building a house. One builds his on solid rock, the other on shifting sand. When a massive storm hits, the house on the rock stands firm, while the one on the sand is completely destroyed. The meaning: this isn't about construction. It's about foundation. Jesus taught that a life built on a foundation of his teachings of integrity, love, and wisdom can withstand any storm life throws at it. A life built on fleeting trends and superficial values will inevitably collapse. Number 9. The parable of the sower. A farmer scatters seed. Some falls on a hard path and is eaten by birds. Some falls on rocky ground and withers away. Some falls among thorns and is choked out. But some falls on good soil and produces an incredible harvest. The meaning: the seed is the message of truth and wisdom. The different soils represent our hearts. Are we hardened and unreceptive? Do we give up when things get tough? Or are we open, ready to let truth take root and transform our lives? Number 8. The Pharisee and the tax collector. Two men go to the temple to pray. One, a respected Pharisee, stands up and loudly thanks God that he's not like other people, sinners, thieves, or this lowly tax collector. The tax collector, however, stands at a distance, beats his chest, and simply says, "God, have mercy on me, a sinner." The meaning: this is a powerful lesson in humility. Jesus taught that God isn't impressed by self-righteousness. True righteousness comes from recognizing our own flaws and humbly asking for grace. Number 7. The lost sheep. A shepherd has 100 sheep and one wanders off. Does he say, "Oh well, I still have 99"? No, he leaves the 99 and searches relentlessly for the one lost sheep. When he finds it, he rejoices. The meaning: this parable illustrates the immense value of every single individual. It's a message that no one is insignificant or beyond hope. There is great joy in redemption and finding those who have lost their way. Number 6. The mustard seed. Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, one of the smallest seeds of all. But when it's planted, it grows into a massive tree, so large that birds can come and nest in its branches. The meaning: great things often have small beginnings. An act of kindness, a moment of faith, or a single idea can grow into something immense and world-changing. Never underestimate the power of small, faithful actions. Number 5. The rich fool. A rich man has a massive harvest, so big he doesn't know where to store it. He decides to tear down his barns and build bigger ones, planning to eat, drink, and be merry for years to come. But that very night, his life is demanded of him, and his wealth is left for someone else. The meaning: this is a stark warning against materialism. A life dedicated only to accumulating wealth is ultimately meaningless. True wealth is found not in what you have, but in your character and your relationship with God. Number 4. The parable of the talents. A master gives 3 servants different amounts of money or talents before leaving on a journey. 2 servants invest their talents and double their money. The third, out of fear, buries his single talent in the ground. When the master returns, he rewards the first 2 but punishes the one who did nothing with his gift. The meaning: we are all given gifts, skills, and opportunities. This parable teaches us that we have a responsibility to use and grow what we've been given, not to hide it away in fear. Growth and action are expected. Number 3. The unforgiving servant. A servant owes a king an unpayable debt, 10,000 talents. He begs for mercy, and the king, moved with compassion, forgives the entire debt. But that same servant then goes out, finds a man who owes him a tiny amount, and has him thrown in prison. When the king hears this, he is furious and hands the unforgiving servant over to be tortured. The meaning: the message is crystal clear. We must forgive others as we have been forgiven. To accept immense grace but refuse to give even a little is the height of hypocrisy. Forgiveness should flow through us, not stop with us. Number 2. The Good Samaritan. A Jewish man is beaten, robbed, and left for dead on the road. A priest and a Levite, both religious leaders, see him and pass by on the other side. But a Samaritan, a person despised by the Jews, stops. He bandages the man's wounds, takes him to an inn, and pays for his care. The meaning: Jesus was asked, "Who is my neighbor?" This parable was his answer. Your neighbor is anyone in need, regardless of their race, religion, or social status. True compassion transcends cultural boundaries and demands action. Number 1. The Prodigal Son. A father has two sons. The younger demands his inheritance, leaves home, and squanders it all on wild living. A famine hits, and he's left starving, forced to feed pigs. Broken, he decides to return home and beg to be his father's servant. But while he is still a long way off, his father sees him, is filled with compassion, and runs to him, embracing him in a tearful hug. He throws a massive party, declaring, "This son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." The meaning: this is the ultimate story of unconditional love, forgiveness, and redemption. It doesn't matter how far you've strayed or what mistakes you've made. The path home is always open, and your return will be met not with anger, but with overwhelming, celebratory love. It is a perfect picture of God's grace for humanity. Conclusion: 10 stories, 10 timeless lessons that challenge us to be more compassionate, more humble, more forgiving, and more faithful. They are as relevant today as they were 2 millennia ago. Which of these parables speaks to you the most right now? Let us know in the comments below. Your perspective could be the one that helps someone else see these stories in a new light. If you found value in this journey through ancient wisdom, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another exploration of life's biggest questions. Thank you for watching.